Well, everybody, we've just come across the water there from, well, I suppose West Central Scotland, and we're now in a place called Clune Park. Now, this has been documented as being the Chernobyl of Scotland. There's no radiation here, but we hear this place is pretty wild and it's got an amazing story. And we're going to explore it a bit and we're going to tell you about it. So, let's go in and see. We're told it's a bit wild, a bit crazy at times, but we'll see what's going on. I mean, that's a nice wee young lungs at play. That's a nice wee play park there.
Aye. Perhaps there was more in it once upon a time.
Well, this part that we see here at the moment seems to be okay. There's quite a few people living in this area, in this particular part of it. But we want to go and explore the darker side.
The smell in the air here is exotic. Kind of smoky.
I can smell that. There's maybe something over there that's on fire. So when was this place started? When was it built, Jack?
1905 this estate was initially constructed.
1905. Anything else you can tell us about 1905?
That church right there.
Oh, the church up ahead.
Was also built in 1905.
Right.
And the school was built in 1890, which is the gutted building there.
Right.
Seen better days.
So this is us. We're going to a place called Robert Street. And as far as we know, there's still quite a few of these houses have people in them. Some of them are private and some of them are council houses.
I think half of the estate's owned by the Inverclyde Council at the moment.
Half?
They're trying to pursue compulsory purchase notices to get it all knocked down.
Right. Now look at that. There used to be a property management options in there. Don't know if it's still there. But they're certainly not open just now.
Nope.
What's that? We've got Tony's licensed grocer.
Yep, Tony's.
So as you can see, a lot of it is really quite derelict.
It's well fenced off as well.
Yeah, they've fenced it off a lot, so we might have to get around and see if we can find a way in.
Oh, the church has got no roof on it now.
So the church, when was that built, Jack?
1905, same time as the rest of the estate.
1905. That's got no roof, wow.
So it's in significantly worse condition than when I last looked into it. There you go, dangerous building notice right there.
Yeah, dangerous building, keep out. Well, we're hoping to get into the church. We're hoping to get into the church because we believe there is still a big organ in there.
There's the van coming back down.
Yep. I wonder if they've just recently put all this up. This looks like new barriers.
It is new barriers. The other side there's not fenced though.
Yeah. Like, well, we'll make our way around and see what we can find. See if we can find a way to get in through some of it.
We will manage.
There you go, Clune Park Resource Centre. There's bins out here, so it looks as if there's people living in these ones.
That would make sense.
It's a bit of a strange one, isn't it? Because the council and the mortgage brokers and all the rest of it seem to be having a wee spat over it. They're fighting over it.
Aye, it's a bit of a...
Council they want to knock it down.
Yep. Some people are keeping a hold of it as well. That's mental. They had a vaccination centre.
Yep, that's right here. That'll probably be in there. They probably had a vaccination centre in there in the white building, whatever that is.
Yeah.
That'll be the resource centre. Well, that must be the school then.
Aye, that's the boys' entrance there.
Wow, so that's the school.
What's left of it?
When was the school built?
1890, like I said, so it was a bit before the scheme was put up.
I think it's a bit of a shame that church building, I mean, even if it was a church, it could have been used for something else. Listed building.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, grade 1, grade 2? Any idea?
Sure. Didn't look into it that much.
We'll see how far we can go up.
Up here, I think, by the looks of it.
Well, we're not going to be knocking anybody's doors to asking for interviews or anything, because there's been a few people up here and it must get really annoying, so we're just going to respect their, let's call it, their privacy.
Right.
And as you can see, the buildings are they look really bad, don't they?
Aye.
And yet there's still some people supposedly living in them. It's such a shame about the school. I believe the school only closed, well, quite recently.
To my knowledge, this is blocks 1, 2 and 3, and block 4 is the inhabited one with 5 residents.
Right.
Minus the fact that it's probably squatters on some of these ones that have jumped the barriers or whatever, have you?
Now, we've came down again because we can't get in that way, and we're obviously back at the church again. I would have loved to have got in there so badly.
When it was still standing?
When it was still standing, because they would have had, who knows, they might have had oak wooden floors and all the rest of it. It was built in 1905, it would have looked interesting.
Yeah. As you can see though, a lot of it's collapsing.
The roof's gone.
Coming to the end of its days. See, that house is there, that's been gutted by fire.
Which one? Oh, that one up there.
Aye.
An arson job, probably.
Oh,
accidental or not.
Nothing new.
Right, well, we're going to head back along this way from where we came, and we'll take a wee right, go along the bottom end, see what we can see.
They put steel over some of the doors so you can't get into buildings as well.
Ah, I see that. It's quite astonishing how many houses still look as if they're lived in.
Aye, even
In
though
the
they're
bad sections.
very much not. They've put alarm doors on some of the closes as well.
That's an alarm door there, isn't it? Yeah, no be getting in there in a hurry.
They're definitely passionate about keeping people out.
Yeah. Well, it's certainly been well fenced off. Look at that.
Aye, well, no wonder, look at it.
So it's been going on for, what was it, 97?
97, it was properly abandoned.
97, wow. So there's been a battle. I know I'm laughing, people, but it's quite sad. There's been a battle between them for all these years, and still nothing much has been done about it.
Right.
I think obviously it must be certain landlords that have got people in these paying rent privately, mortgaged, whatever. They don't want to let them go. They don't want to let the houses go. I mean, not that they're keeping the people prisoner. They don't want to let the houses go because it's making them a wee bit of money. Well, and maybe private landlords have earmarked it for something as well.
To my knowledge, it's actually the Inverclyde Council with their purchase notices. They're not offering what the properties are worth for the people that are living in them and the landlords, so they're just not giving them up.
Oh, that's wild. What do you think, people? If there's compulsory purchases on them, should they give the people decent money to move out? Or do you think that the private owners, say like the mortgage brokers, etc., if there's any of them, do you think they should fight? Do you think it should be refurbished? The buildings look sound.
Yeah.
You know, the brickwork and all the rest of it.
Reasonably so. This street's no bad.
Now we looked back over through Google. We looked through Google going back years, and you can see the difference. When it was built, it was nice. Now, this one isn't the worst. We'll show you more. You can see how it's changed.
It's not the best either.
No, it's not the best, obviously. Wallace Street.
Wallace Street.
See, they've doubled this. Look at the way they've done it all. Look.
Aye, double fence.
go, look at that, look how overgrown it is in there. Wow. That's crazy.
Certainly been left to its devices.
Wow. I can't really get you. I wish I'd got some more gear. And got you a better view in there. There's curtains up there top right. See that?
Aye, I see that.
Oofed. I mean, look at all this. I mean, the fence work and all the rest of it's all nice, it's pretty, but everything's so overgrown. And look at that, people. It's just been left.
Aye. Well and truly.
What's this, blocks 3?
Aye, this will be 3. Next one along will be 4.
There's been plenty of fire up there as well, people. Look at that. Look.
Aye, foofed. That's been well set to flame.
Wow. Just going to have a quick check, see if there's a fence further up at the back. There's fencing right round it. But the thing is, I'm sure they know ways in that we don't. Yeah. Now look at that. Wow.
That's well and truly done.
It's a literal jungle in there.
Mental.
Well, this one's so overgrown.
This is the somewhat inhabited one. Very end of it.
There you go. I'm going to show everybody this isn't cordoned off except from the inside, so you get a better look at this fence in here. And it's quite, I suppose it's quite pretty in a way. All the leaves that have been carved into the metal. And it's quite nice. And that looks like, I don't know, what would that have been? Bin shelters?
Who knows, something like
that. A place to park your bike. Now, I don't imagine any of these will be, well, maybe they are, maybe there is the odd one. But as you say, I was going to say maybe there is the odd one that's inhabited, but there doesn't seem to be any way into any of these now.
Apart from this one over here.
Looks like they've decided to cordon it all off and stop people going in.
There was an auction not long ago.
Yeah.
For one of the houses.
That's the bank. So there's somebody in there for sure.
Right.
Yep. Another one.
Or it's just collapsing infrastructure.
It could be that as well.
Block 4.
Still, at least we've got to see some of it before it's either gone totally or they totally refurbish it.
Who knows?
It'd be interesting to find out what the chances of that are.
Refurbishment?
The
houses are solid.
I don't normally do this kind of thing, but I'll just give you a wee slow pan round. I can't get any other types of shots in, really.
Unless we find out there is some way to get in round here. This particular one. Because it's not every close that's inhabited, it's just a couple of them. Might need to watch it for squatters, but...
You can see, as you can see as well, this black green area, I don't know if it was just pure concrete or what, but it's all overgrown now as well. The land claiming back.
If I remember correctly, it's all concrete.
Is it?
Every single one of the back bits is concrete in these things.
So it was low maintenance.
Yeah.
And yet it's still been left. So did we give them a story of why it was abandoned?
Well, more than anything, it was abandoned primarily because it was housing for shipbuilders and whatnot. Working in the shipyards, and over time, the industry died, so the shipbuilders and the workers went with it. And then the people that were left here, that weren't workers, eventually passed away or left as well. And now it's only 5 residents left. Might be less now.
Right.
There's a gentleman in here that was interviewed by the Daily Mail, a retired forest worker. He's vowed never to leave.
Crossing the road here at Robert Street.
Get a look back that way.
And I'm going to have a wee look at this wee monument here, whatever you want to call it.
Apple.
Sculpture. It's an apple, yeah. Doesn't appear to be anything written on it. Unless there's something at the other side, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
See, there's somebody in there.
Yep.
There's somebody in to the right of us there. I'm not going to point the camera because I wouldn't like
That's our
somebody
house.
shoving cameras in my window, so we won't bother. That looks nice here as well. We've got wee
Nice
marigolds and everything growing outside it. It's
Nice
quite
wee
pleasant.
flowers and what have you.
Yeah. So we haven't videoed that, but we'll continue to video and let you see more of this. There's obviously private houses or something up there, from what I remember seeing on Google.
Yep.
No, we've just had a van pull in behind us. We don't know who it is.
Somebody.
Don't really care who it is, if you know what I mean. We're not doing anything bad, not doing anything wrong.
We're just having a look. There's a car coming up as well.
Maybe more people doing for a video.
Perhaps.
Maybe lives down here somewhere.
So there you go, the other side of the fence.
I mean, the thing is, if you're attached to a place and you want to stay, you're not going to leave, are you? No, you know, even if it is bad, if it's in a state. Now, we've heard it rumoured that people have been in and they've, what's the word? They've been asked to leave, they don't want to leave, they're quite happy here.
Yeah.
I can't understand really, even though I said what I said, why you would want to live here, but at that end, at the other end that we didn't video there, it's kind of
Pleasant.
It's pleasant, it's decent looking, it's well kept. I'm going to have a look at the signs here and see what these notices say. Now look, you can see that everything's just been dumped. Mattresses and all sorts. So it looks like they've boarded up these as well. Probably again because it's getting really dangerous, it's getting to a point where it's getting so bad that they don't want anybody going into them anymore.
There's a young team tag.
Maybe the last of the few residents have complained as well, because people are always knocking their doors.
Well, you can see through the window there.
Oh wow, look at that.
Charred right out.
Wow. They've got notices on them as well on that. I have no doubt this one will too.
Nope, this one's inhabited. Ah, there you go.
What?
Right in that window there, see? Paper note that says occupied.
Occupied. Maybe that's where they went then. Oh. I wonder if anybody's just decided, as you say, to go and squat and through whatever law decided they can't get put out.
I don't actually know how many
I can't remember.
closes there are in these buildings.
There's one of the ones this will be the second one we looked at. It's still not too bad in the sense of it being overgrown, but it's fair getting into some state.
Right. August 2024 most of this stuff was issued.
Right, there I go. This one is actually called Clune Park Street.
Right. Another bang in there, hear that?
Aye. Could be the wind blowing through, who knows.
Perhaps.
You can get a stairway going up there, look.
Yeah.
A wee stairway going up here to the left.
Aye.
Must have been another exit point, I would imagine.
Another notice there on that door.
It'll be a dangerous building notices. There'll be dangerous building notices everywhere. And look at that, they've still got the light on. Still got a street light on.
Right.
No, it doesn't look as if we're getting in, people. I would have liked to have went into one of the closes at least.
That one over there looks open, but it is dodgy.
I'm not champing people's doors.
I don't mean that one, I mean the one with the notice on the door.
Oh, right.
There's no wood over it.
Is there not?
No. Unlike that one. There's the Clune Park house.
So that looks like that's inhabited then.
Perhaps.
Possibly to a degree.
Or it's not and they're just playing face.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a decent building too.
Not bad.
Definitely a decent building. And there you go. That's the front of the wee school.
Yep. Clune Park Public School.
Public school. And you can see some more of the intricacies of the church. I mean, look at the way that's been designed. Some amazing stonemasons have come out and built all that stuff. Even the front of the school there. Hang on, I'll need to pull this down a bit. Even the front of the school there is quite intricate. I'm not sure what those little, I don't know, we wouldn't call them busts, heads inside the circles are. Interesting, very interesting.
I'm not going to mention who it is because that would be a plug, but it looks as if they've presumably got the permission to pull down the school there.
And who knows how much more of the scheme will be getting pulled down if they get the go ahead for that.
I don't know. Most of these are still owned by landlords and the council.
So they can only pull certain sections down.
Aye.
Certain bits. Okay. It's just a pity we can't go in there. And that's like, see the triangular shaped stuff you see in front of us there? Just here, I'll run my finger along it. Now that's support. That's obviously been up to support the building, or it's going to go up to support the building. I would imagine they might put it up to support the school or whatever else.
I suppose it depends.
Well, we know it's a support because we've seen similar structures before. We can only surmise it's for that because we haven't been up here and haven't seen any of these supports in previous pictures or anything that we've seen.
Nope.
Right, let's go back then. Head back along this way.
Yep. There you go. You can actually see into what was a house there. Table and all. Some stuff in the wall.
I don't know if you can see that. I can't zoom in anymore. If you can see that, it's like stuff hanging on the wall. It's like a wee plate and some kind of wooden ornament with a metal thing hanging on it.
Yep.
Just been left. When, we don't know, but wow. More fire up there.
There's been more.
In there as well, it's empty and yet that's a wardrobe in there.
Aye. Whole wardrobe sitting there. No, handle's gone. Get a look at that anyway.
I don't mean that. It's been locked up. Right, well.
Mental, but
Yeah. So there's all the notices on the door about it being a dangerous building. We tried to open that there, but looks like we're not getting in. Nope.
yeah. That was a fire alarm.
What?
A fire alarm
Aye, it
beeping
went
there.
beep.
Low battery.
Don't know if you heard that, but Jack just mentioned a beep like you have when there's a low battery in your fire alarm.
Oh yes, one thing I forgot to mention is there's supposedly also rumours that this place is haunted.
It wouldn't surprise me. You'll get a lot of creaking and stuff falling over with the wind blasting through the windows and all the rest of it.
Yeah. Some people have even supposedly seen apparitions in the window late at night.
As I said as well, there's probably some people living in certain bits that we can't really get into, but they know ways of getting into them.
Another fire alarm beeping there. Something that flat, I think.
Well, we did see. Oh, you want to hold that now? Hold it. We have seen a light on, and we definitely think there's one or two along this way that's occupied, but we're not getting in. And the reason we're not getting in is because anybody that's still here has probably had enough of people wandering around looking at the place and knocking their doors, and we're certainly not going to. I might have said this earlier on, I can't remember because I was getting quite excited to see this place, but we're not going to be knocking doors. I think at this moment in time now, everybody should just be left to go on with it. And whatever happens between the council, any residents, any mortgagees, any renters, any mortgage brokers, whatever other landlords. It's up to them to fight it out, isn't it? The end of another era, I suppose. Must have been absolutely bustling when it was so busy with industries everywhere, and so many industries in Scotland have just been decimated. I find that really sad. Really sad. And I'll say one thing, it's not... I've been to a lot of housing schemes over the years of my life, and some housing schemes look ugly. But with this one, although it's all derelict and burnt out and all the rest of it, you can see round about you that at one point this must have been a decent place.
Nice wee scheme.
I'm not saying it's bad and full of bad people, that's not what I'm saying. I believe that the people that still stay here are decent.
Yeah.
Because people are basically decent. They are decent. And I think what gets a lot of people into trouble when they visit these places is they approach people in the wrong way. Or, stuff like that. Or they'll say something that's not nice.
Oh, Roger McCossy's there.
Now these doors usually don't get into a state like that, but in 1905 we said?
1905 it was built, 1997 it was abandoned.
I wonder how long the doorposts and all the rest of it have been in these buildings for.
Presumably these tenements are from the 20s or the 30s.
20s or 30s?
Because the original ones were built in 05.
Right.
That's not 05 as in 2005, that's 05 as in 1905.
Well. Well, we've just come out of Robert Street and we're on the main road again. It takes you either on into the rest of Port Glasgow and Greenock or whatever, or back the way you go to Glasgow. And, well, I suppose today again it's been 2/3. We've not got the unicorn, as you've noticed.
She didn't want to come.
I think she had things happening. She's maybe feeling a wee bit apprehensive about it as well, but some people are not really into that kind of thing.
Yeah, urban exploration.
Yeah. I don't know how to describe what I'm feeling. All I can tell you is what I'm thinking. And it's just, I don't know, I've got a wee bit of sadness.
Yeah.
I come over here with trepidation and excitement, but now that I'm leaving the place, I just sense a wee bit of sadness.
Haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen the state yet. And if this is the future of many other places that might be like it, housing estates, whether there's private houses in them or not, that's sad. I know this has happened to a lot of places because it did happen in places like Glasgow, the Gorbals, and it's happened in places where we live.
There's another low battery fire alarm beeping in that block there. We're just coming up to
I thought I'd heard something that was quite low. There's the church and the houses at the chippy, whatever.
The few inhabited ones.
I don't know how much of a view you've got there, people, but that's the best I can give you of the very front of the church at the moment. And whatever's left of these buildings in here.
Just for the record, by the way, there was an auction not long ago for one of these flats. We assume it was the one down at the end. I'm not going to tell you which one it is, obviously, for the sake of the person's privacy. But from what I heard, it was sold for £1,000 and no more.
£1,000?
Yep.
That's wild, isn't it? Absolutely wild.
Someone turning into the scheme there.
Yep.
In a Mercedes.
Oh, well, there's a few businesses in there at the front, sure.
Yeah.
What's that in the sculpture there? A hand with what in it?
I don't know, looks like an anvil or something.
An anvil? Aye. As we were coming back, we spotted this sculpture. We never saw it on the way in. But have a look at that.
Future in Hand, 2006.
Artist Nina Saunders.
It was a concept by students at the Port Glasgow High School.
Yeah, so there's an apple, it's a boat, I take it, and an open hand. Take out of that what you will. It's just a nice wee garden.
That's a war memorial, I think.
Toll Boys,
Yep.
1914 to 1919. The Toll Boys who fell in the Great War.
That's
Wow.
all of them there.
Wow. Rededication ceremony was 2018.
Yep.
Wow. So
it seems-
memorial. It seems.
Seems that stuff still happens about here despite the fact the scheme's in a state.
Yeah. So pulling away. Still got an odd sense. What do you think there? What was that you're saying there?
I mean, walking through it is like walking through a ghost town. It's as if an apocalypse or something's happened. It's freaky.
It is like that, isn't it? That's a good way to describe it. Like a ghost town. You've been watching the 2/3 again. So until next time, when we're back with Walking Wanderers, see you later. That's
Yeah, indeed.